What's up guys, Sean here with Spencer's Lawn Care. Today I'm coming to you with a video that I don't typically do. I'm coming to you to ask for advice and to see what you guys think of what I should do. So this morning, me and Savannah went out probably about, 9:30, and we bid a really big account, guys. I mean, the biggest account I've ever bid. Multiple different islands, a really hard plow account. I'm not even going to BS you guys. Like, this is going to take some time. A lot of different islands, a lot of different nooks and crannies and parking spaces that are going to have to be back drug or either pushed forward. But the only thing with that is if we push them forward up onto those little islands that are in between one side of the parking and the other side, I feel like, you know, if we get 2, 3, 4 storms back to back to back, that area isn't going to be there very long. So all this is going to have to be back drug out of all these little crevices, and I'm not talking a small lot, guys. I'm estimating if I take this on that it's probably going to take me 3 hours to plow by myself. And that's just me estimating with what I know and what I know my capabilities are, you know, from plowing in the past. So everything's going to have to be back drug out of these little islands and then pushed down to the ends of the parking lot, which is probably a solid 250-yard long parking lot, guys. And what it is, it's actually a packaging company in my area, a little bit out of the ways, but I went ahead and drove to it. It's about a 25-minute drive, and it is excellent money, guys. I cannot even explain to you the amount of money it is. The second part of this, okay, hold on, let me backtrack a little bit. So I'm a little bit afraid of it because I already have a set number of accounts, and I know once I get onto this account, the new one, I'm going to be there for 3 hours minimum. Could possibly take 4 hours depending on the snowstorm, how deep it is, how, you know, just what kind of storm it is, basically. A lot of people don't know if it's a couple inches, you can fly through it like that. You know, if it gets up 6, 7, 8 inches, it's going to take some time. You know, you're going to have a lot of snow rolling over. It's not just going to be a quick plow. So I'm very scared to take it on for that aspect because I do not want to screw my customers that I already have or push them. They will get done, but what will happen is that they will get pushed towards the end. You know what I'm saying? So my accounts that I have now that are really good accounts, they're number 1 right now. My doctor's office is number 2 right now. And then we go into residential, you know, on down the line. It kind of just goes in that order. And I have accounts, residential accounts, that they say, hey, please don't come until the storm's pretty much done, which generally I don't do that. But I do make exceptions for people because I understand, you know, they're elderly, they're on a tight budget, and I know what they can afford, basically. So I try to help them out. So that's the first part of it. The second part of it is the salting, okay? This lot, I'm estimating that it's going to probably take close to 35 bags of salt, guys. And that is a lot of freaking salt for me to do bag-wise. Can I do it? Yeah, 100%. I know I can do it. I can bust my ass. I'm not afraid of that. I'm not afraid of the work whatsoever on, you know, loading 35. You know, at that point, I would just go pick up a skid before the storm's coming in, leave it on the truck, and then, you know, 35 into that. But the problem with that is my other accounts are already taking roughly about 30, and we haven't even done, excuse me, guys, burping. But we haven't even done all of our other accounts. We've done the commercial, the doctor's office, and we've done like 4 residential so far. And with just those ones, guys, we're sitting roughly about 25 to 30 bags of salt just for those. So if I take this account on, which I'm probably about 90% sure they're going to be calling tomorrow, because what happened is they had another company. This company actually just contacted them and said that his father ran into some issues and that he's going to basically, he was supposed to take it over for him, but he cannot do it. He's closing the business up, and yeah, that's that. They're closing shop. So this company needs a plow guy set up for the season right now. Like, you know, if you're late to the ball game picking up, you know, a lawn care contractor, landscaping contractor, you're going to be waiting a while. It's the same thing with snow removal. Unless you just happen to find, you know, a fly-by-night type guy or a guy that's just not, you know, really wanting to take on a lot of accounts. But for this type of lot, you know, you're going to have to freaking be willing to put in some work and time and effort. Normally, a lot of these fly-by-night operations are, You know, just operations that pop up. A guy gets a plow, you know, and I'm not knocking on those guys by any means, but they're not going to be able to handle something like this. You know, this takes a lot, and the insurance is a lot. The time is a lot. So with that being said, I could go get a salt box and get it put into the bed of the truck. That would suck though, because I just paid $2,500, $3,000 for the TGS 1100 that's on there now. And yes, I could sell it, but I'm not going to get my money back for it, because now it's a used piece of equipment. You know, we've used that thing, shoot, 6-7 times now. So I don't know. I'm rarely ever at a loss for words for an account, or this standoffish of an account. I really want the account, but this is the problem, guys. I really want the account because I really want the money, okay? I really want the account because it's a good account. It would legitimize my freaking winter season. I don't want the account because, for one, I tried to get them to lock into a seasonal contract. They don't want to do that. They don't want to just pay me monthly regardless whether it snows or doesn't snow. And that's what I really want, because there's no guarantee it's going to snow this winter, guys. I could have a paperweight. I took that all into account this year. Whenever I purchased a plow, purchased a salt spreader, I knew I could look at that all winter long and not make a cent off of it. But I was okay with taking that risk because, guys, I set myself up ahead of time. I made sure my finances were in order. I made sure I had plenty enough in the savings account to get us through winter, to get rolling next year for lawn care. And, you know, all the bills are taken care of. The house payment's taken care of. The oil's taken care of. Just all the little stuff. Truck payment's good. So I made sure I took care of all that stuff. So we're good. But, you know, this account could really set us forward, you know. But they, like I said, they don't want to sign that seasonal contract right up front where they say, hey, we're going to pay you X amount of dollars a month, whether it snows or whatever. And, you know, that's what I was really hoping for with them. They're wanting to do per push. And that kind of sucks. Now, don't get me wrong, there would be a ton of salting on this account. And if you guys don't know, anybody that's in the plow game, guys, I mean, if you're doing this, I only know because I've been doing it a long time. But if you're in plowing and you're not salting, you're in the wrong business, basically. If you're not salting, you're not making as much money as you possibly can. You make 10 times the amount off of the salting that you do off of pushing snow with the plow. Now, don't get me wrong. When you're plowing, it's golden. But who's to say how many times you're going to plow a year? There's no guarantee. Zero tolerance lots, if you get them, there's a little bit of slickness, a little bit of ice. Guess what? They want salted. So you're making money a lot more than, oh, did we get 2, 3, 4 inches of snow to be able to go out and start plowing? There's no guarantee with the snow to come down. Unless you live, you know, in areas that are 100% likely, like Minnesota or Toronto, or, you know, just somewhere up north, you know, where you're going to get snow regardless. Here, I'm in the snow belt, guys. I'm up in the northeast corner of Ohio. We can get hammered by snow, or we can get nothing. I mean, that's just how it is. I took that all into account. But in my area, a lot of these commercials, they're no longer wanting to sign these accounts where you get paid regardless. At least that's what I'm running into. I've been trying, but I haven't been able to seem to lock an account up yet for that. Maybe down the road. I know some of the shopping centers around here still do them, but you know, there's a risk to that also. You could sign that account and say, hey, you're paying me X amount of dollars a month, you know, and you get 20 storms and you're dumping tons of salt and you're losing out your butt on that account. I've heard both sides of it, guys. I've been around this game a long time, but I'm not going to drag this video out too long. I just figured I'd come to you guys and see what you think. I really want the account. Good freaking money, but I just don't know if I'm at that point yet. I would like to have another truck before I took on this account, honestly. At least 2 trucks. Because then if I had a catastrophic breakdown, I knew I'd have another one to at least hit those accounts for that night. And I'm not foreseeing this truck going down or any plow issues, but that's whenever stuff breaks, you know, is when you're not expecting it. And this account is a big name account. So let me know in the comments, guys, what you guys think. Didn't have a lot of time today to do a bunch of filming. Me and Savannah did a couple estimates this morning, and then I went and got my hair cut, obviously. Tell me what you guys think about that. And we have my daughter's choir concert tonight here at 7 o'clock. So if I'm not commenting, I'll be back on a little bit after that. And yeah, we'll get rocking and rolling. As always, guys, keep plowing, keep salting, keep making money, boys. I'll talk to you later.